Papua New Guinea, and welcome to another episode of Business PNG. The Independent Consumer and Competition Commission is aware of the recent announcement made by Exxon-Mobil to acquire InterOil Limited. Commissioner for the ICCC, Paulus Ain, stated that the proposed acquisition may raise competition issues under Section 69 of the ICCC Act.
A bidding war between two major stakeholders in the oil and gas industry, Oil Search and Exxon-Mobil, ended recently when the PNG-focused Oil Search announced it won't be making a counter-offer to acquire InterOil in Papua New Guinea. The offer from Exxon-Mobil comprises a fixed price of $45 per InterOil share, paid in Exxon-Mobil shares, and a contingent resource payment. Oil Search Managing Director Peter Botten said that successful turnover of InterOil by ExxonMobil will deliver a major part of the company's original objectives in the acquisition of InterOil and their agreement with Total SA, without shareholder dilution and any acquisition risk. As reported by Reuters, Oil Search's decision could lead to ExxonMobil and Total SA linking their competing gas interests in PNG and cooperating to reduce costs in the face of weak global conditions. Following these announcements, economic regulator and consumer watchdog, the Independent Consumer and Competition Commission, raised concerns about a possible monopolization of the industry.
The initial process where Oil Search was trying to acquire the InterOil, and I think we've gone out advising them of the competition issues that we are concerned with, and then we eventually had some discussions back and forth, and then lately we've realized that ExxonMobil decided to acquire InterOil again. So what we're advising ExxonMobil is there is a process, there is a legislation in place in terms of regulatory oversight on all acquisitions and mergers in this country. So we are asking them as good corporate citizens and advising them that you need to go through this process to ensure that your acquisition is well protected under the legislation if there is any third-party potential litigation or any issues that may arise in future. So this is basically we're advising them, and they are willing to discuss with us, and we're looking forward to this.
According to the Act, Section 69 states that acquisitions of businesses or shares in a business are prohibited if the acquisition would have or be likely to have the effect of substantially lessening competition in a market in Papua New Guinea. What must be taken into account include factors like the number of buyers and sellers in the market and the likelihood that the acquisition would result in the acquirer being able to significantly and sustainably increase prices or profit margins. ExxonMobil is the leading joint venture partner and the operator of the PNG LNG project. If the proposed acquisition were to proceed, it will give the company about a 36% stake in the Papua LNG project and other potential LNG projects in the acreages that InterOil has licensed to. The Commission is willing to discuss steps for moving forward with all parties involved so as to safeguard this potential natural gas industry from being monopolized, which may in turn shut out possible competition in the future.
At this stage, we are having these discussions with the players, especially the ExxonMobil and the team. So we will give our position after getting much information and talking to the parties.
Papua New Guinea's Autonomous Region of Bougainville hosted the inaugural Chocolate Festival. According to the Autonomous Bougainville Government, the Chocolate Festival is a platform of boosting the region's cocoa industry. Business PNG correspondent Fabian Hakalits was at the Chocolate Festival and files this report.
The Autonomous Region of Bougainville was one of the largest cocoa producers in Papua New Guinea. Following the civil war on the island, Bougainville lost all these opportunities. However, after the civil war, farmers didn't lose their farming basics and techniques, but continued planting cocoa and other cash crops like copra. And after successful peace negotiations, Bougainville was granted autonomy which means that it has to learn to survive on its own, even though it's still part of the independent state of Papua New Guinea. Part of the referendum quest is political stability that will determine the final outcome. And raising its internal revenue means that Bougainville has to look at alternatives on how to generate income. The agriculture industry is one of the sustainable resources, with the Autonomous Bougainville Government now is looking at reviving and strengthening the cocoa industry.
Because after the crisis, most of the cocoa trees on Bougainville were, the whole place, the industry died out. Eventually we destroyed the industry during the crisis. Nobody cared on plantations and also in the village community farms. So it was totally destroyed. So that's why I came up with the idea of boosting, coming up with the chocolate festival on Bougainville, really to boost the industry on Bougainville, all aspects of the industry, from planting to harvesting to processing and to marketing. In the past, we were not part of the marketing chain. We were just planting cocoa trees, we were processing it, and then we were just marketing. We were dumping our cocoa onto the market, but we did not know, our farmers did not know whether they were receiving the right price or not. So that's why I started to trigger the interest of the farmers by holding this chocolate festival in Bougainville.
Minister responsible Nicholas Daku says Bougainville's internal revenue must be boosted to sustain its economic growth. These investments aim to create an economic impact to farmers, stakeholders, and the Autonomous Bougainville Government.
Cocoa industry on Bougainville, we have a capacity. If we really work hard, we can really do more than 100,000 tons per year, and that's a lot of money. That equates to about $1 billion kina per year income, and that equates to about 700,000 in taxes to the government. And I think this is the size of the economy that I'm looking.
And the minister responsible says the inaugural chocolate festival is an avenue that will market Bougainville's cocoa.
The local people, I think I'm looking at two different targets of markets. One is a niche market and one is the bulk market. So where I'm trying to steer my people is to the niche market. We must come up with a Bougainville brand, special brand called Bougainville chocolate or something like that. So we market the brand name on Bougainville.
South Bougainville women representative in the Autonomous Bougainville Government, Isabel Peta, is also a cocoa farmer, and she believes that agriculture is Bougainville's way forward for economic sustainability.
As a farmer myself too, we are very happy, and it is just like the institution that was set there, it's just boosting us to get up and work. And with seeing all this, it will help us to continue to work and go through our agricultural activities, which is the main source of income for us here.
The Chocolate Festival is one of Bougainville's avenues in promoting business, and to market Bougainville's cocoa in overseas, it's a plus. But Bougainville needs to promote downstream processing as well.
You know, we've been talking about downstream factory. Okay, raw material, and now it's tying in into the downstream factory. But we must also clear about who are the partners, or are they just coming to find out about, the business opportunities through Cocoa Festival. And if that's good too. It's very positive for all of us here. And then people, the time is catching up. So if we have to, then people must have some money in their pockets, especially the ones who are growing cocoa. Yeah.
The Australian government will continue to partner with the Autonomous Bougainville Government to boost the cocoa industry in the Autonomous Region.
In the future, we're going to have things like the Commodity Support Facility, which is able to provide small grants to farmers who want to improve their cocoa producing, who want to get some infrastructure improvements and want some markets.
We must be smart enough. We must be smarter than the others to capture the current market prices. Cocoa is the only product, only commodity that the price is rising. Over the last 10 years, the price of cocoa has been rising more than 200%. So I think this is going to continue. And with the chocolate festival on Bougainville, it is going to give impetus to the farmers to go into farming with our assistance in management, in farm technology, with new ways of doing things.
Welcome back. We continue to look into business opportunities in the Autonomous Region of Bougainville, now with a look at the floriculture industry that has grabbed the interest of womenfolk on the island. While the industry is still new in Papua New Guinea, it has grown with women and men taking the interest to grow and sell flowers, attracting many buyers. Our correspondent Fabian Hakalits once again with this report.
The Autonomous Region of Bougainville is blessed with many flowers, different plant species that is rare and can only be found there. Women in the family households have begun to plant flowers for commercial purposes. We spoke with leader of the Arawa floriculture, Clotilde Miriona, who said that there was a demand in mainland Papua New Guinea.
Lo mainland PNG got big lo demand through lo flower. Na to all widows to all line lo rural areas where only no hinap lo work lo office. All can salim flower na kisimani. Because nowadays demand lo flower hemai. Na hikat all special flower where demand ikat demand like Enterium and big demand lo PNG now. Only buy cuttings from must be for 15 kina lo 1 plapetor. So lo here now lo Central Bougainville mi pla Olmeri go inside lo Florina. Mainly we are planting Enterium now because low demand.
Now, how do buyers from outside the Autonomous Region of Bougainville know? And Clotilde tells us about her marketing platform using modern technology.
Okay, WhatsApp. Mi plus I uploading lo WhatsApp email Mary, Tekimol, Facebook, internet. So mi say okay market through internet and Facebook and WhatsApp.
Now, why floriculture as a business opportunity? Clotilde tells us that it's all about sustainable development for Bougainville, for women to earn money. Clotilde says she stays connected to other women through floriculture and also to make Bougainville an attractive tourism destination.
Me go inside lo floriculture, me looking with them. I think that's the only way me plug go inside lo floriculture na by you me start cleaning place blow you me. Because plenty time all line lo health, only come cleaning place, na nothing happen. So me had the experience blow me looking with them. Time me go inside lo floriculture, me start cleaning place blow me. Na me looking straight lo community blow me too. Because now time me pull him all na me talking all the flower and big plant money. Na you hard work, you planning blow backyard blow you come one time lick pot or how much pot you come sell slow market. Anytime you buy and them how much 100 kina or 200 kina for only one for low 1 plant day. So tinting blow me and big plant tinting blow me low. Developing place.
However, for Carol Maniot, it's slightly quite a different story. Flowers to her are very special, and she tells us why.
Going to flower, you sabi silo flower, but after lose blow to flower boys blow me, even finding Muslim flower, I'm just part of healing lo life blow me. Yes, me back go inside lo flower garden blow me, and me finding Muslim but give me just peace na. Worry and by penis and by give me some kind feeling low life blow me. Muslim maybe looking Muslim and part of healing low life blow me. By me loving one plant or flower.
yes, me go inside lo yard lo place me planting flower. Lo backyard blow me. Close to night to me by stop it long up. Most of the time is I spend him long up. Nearly all day too, me can spend him low up. Low. Think him time you planting one flower na you just ignore him. Turang flower ya and by die. Na been just part of life lo me so me can spending more time lo inside lo flower or inside lo backyard blow me. Yes me. Also na me been finding iling lo life lo me. Because me using most marasin no God. I motivate him some plakain feeling na life lo me come lo na plakain.
Just in time, Papua New Guinea's florist Mary Sound also visited the Autonomous Region of Bougainville. Mary met with the Arawa Women Floriculture Group.
Because neck blongol small baby. You sabi baby mi young pala 2 moon 1 moon head blongol sa pudanol sem. Na head blongol flower ya anterior mantem jibra bayal sem. So you hold him sem na you shake him. He ready by you look him sem by stiff by gol sem sem. Ino ready by you look him flower blongen by sem laka. That means ino ready yet and you continue so.
Interest blow me look him sem by kat freedom sem work office. This like flower floriculture. I'm sem normal a daily work lo garden I'm normal. So need lo man by forcing me or by all improve na by talk you work.
And that's all from us tonight. For more business news, or if you would like to view this episode again, visit MTV online at the URL at the bottom of the screen. Or for up-to-the-minute business news and updates, like our page on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at Business PNG or on Tumblr. Until next week, have a pleasant evening. I'm Michelle Bird, and this was Business PNG.